Okay, hi everyone and welcome to class. The title of today's lesson is There's a Skeleton in My Closet. So we are going to jump right into the objectives. Can I have one student say what the first objective is? Okay.
Students will be able to state the functions and chemical compositions of a bone.
Awesome. Can I get someone to state the second one? Marisol.
Students will be able to define terms related to the skeletal anatomy of animals.
Awesome, and I will go ahead and say the third one. Students will be able to label common bones in a lamb. Great job. Okay, so those are our objectives and goals of today's lesson. And here is our bell work. So while I took attendance, I had you write down the question and what you guys think the answers are. So the first question was, how many bones are in the human body? Who thinks? Okay, what do you think the answer is?
206.
That's correct. 206 bones are in the human body. And how many bones do you think a lamb has?
169.
Not 169. Any other guesses?
Which one again?
The lamb.
207.
Not 207. Closer. What do you think?
203.
No. What do you think? 235? No, a little bit lower than 235. What do you think, Mason?
200.
200, not 200, a little bit higher. I'll have, ooh, that's the closest. 210, no, not 29. I will give one more guess.
104?
No, not 105. A lamb has 215 bones. So that was today's bell work. Okay. And you know what? I think it is a great idea to start off our lesson about skeletons with some jokes. Why didn't the skeleton laugh at the joke? Because he didn't have a funny bone.
That was not very humorous.
Why did the skeleton get cold?
You got no skin.
Oh, that's actually really good. No, the wind went right through him.
Oh.
What does the skeleton play in the band?
Trombone.
Yeah, the trombone. Why did the skeleton start a fight? He had a bone to pick.
Sorry, you
And then the last one, what do you call a funny bone? A humerus. I know, so funny, right?
Honestly.
So I thought it would be fun to just joke around, but now let's move on from the jokes. And do you guys remember in kindergarten how you used to have story time and would read a book?
Yes.
So that is kind of what we're going to do today. We're going to have story time with my book, Inside Your Outside, with the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, so while I'm reading it, make sure you pay attention to the parts where we talk about the skeleton. Okay. So I'm the Cat in the Hat, here to share some good news. From the tips of your hair to the toes in your shoes, your body is moving, it never stops going. Right now your heart's beating, right now your blood is flowing. You may be just sitting and reading a book, but your body is busy. Come on, let's take a look. So imagine each time you walk down a street. You could walk right inside of the people you meet. You'd see hearts pumping blood, you'd see brains busy thinking, lungs breathing, bones moving, and eyes always blinking. There is one easy way you can see what I mean. Take a ride in my Inside Your Outside machine. Every ticket is free, and before we are through, you will see inside and outside of you too. Let's start at the top. Your brain is key. It controls all you do, helps you laugh, learn, and see. It makes your legs move when you run, jump, or walk. It makes your face move when you blink, smile, and talk. It sends information to all parts of you and does millions of things no computer can do. Your brain never stops. It goes all day and night. Your brain has two sides. One is left and one is right. Different things are controlled by each side of your brain. The left helps you read and remember my name. The right helps you paint and play music and sing. Together, both sides help you do everything. How big is your brain? This is quite a surprise. Your two fists together are close to its size. Okay. Meet the Feltons, who live in far-off Maine. When they stand in the sun, you can see through their skin. It is easy to see when you look at a Felton all the bones that are known as a skeleton. Bones shape our bodies and help us stand tall. We have 206. Some are big and some are small. There are flat bones in your head, soft bones in your nose, curved bones in your ribs, and short bones in your toes. One bone is in your ear. This makes us think twice. It's so small, it's the size of 1 grain of rice. Bones in your body are stronger than steel, but when a bone breaks, it is able to heal. Here's a fact that we both think is neat. A joint is a place where 2 different bones meet. There are joints in your elbow, wrist, shoulder, and knee. Joints help you bend so you move easily. There are bones down your back that are all in a line. They help you stand up and are known as a spine. The spine is a spinal cord running inside, a bundle of nerves which help move it and guide it. Here's a word that we just learned today. The bones in your spine are called a vertebrae. Can you guys all say vertebrae?
Vertebrae.
Awesome. Nerves are like wires that run inside you and they let your brain know everything that you do. Okay, so that was the part about bones and skeletons. And then the rest of the book goes into the nerves and your muscles, which will be next week's lessons. So we will go on. And isn't it just amazing to know all the things that our bones and our skeletons do for us? And that just makes me wonder how animal skeletons work and what goes on there. So we are going to learn the function and matter of a bone. Okay, so the bone does so many things for living beings and creatures. Can I get someone to say the first one?
Support.
Yeah, support. So bones support the body and soft organs. Because of bones, we get to stand and walk. If we didn't have bones, animals and us would probably just be blobs on the floor, you know? So it gives us structure. Okay, can I have someone say the second one?
Protection.
Yeah, so bones protects the brain and spinal cord and vital organs. So we have this thing called a skull up here that protects our brain. What vital organs do you guys think bones protect? What do you think?
Like your heart, your lungs, all those.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Our bones protect our heart and our lungs. Okay, can I get someone to say the third one?
Movement.
Great job. So bones lever the muscle for action. This is when something called tendons come in, and tendons connect your muscle and your bones so that you can go ahead and move. Usually, I like to think of the gym, because you move a lot at the gym, right? Yeah. And can I have someone say the last one?
Mineral and growth.
Yeah, so mineral and growth. Bones store calcium and phosphorus, which are 2 very important minerals and chemicals in our body. And phosphites, bones actually hold 99% of our phosphites, in case you didn't know that. Okay, and then what is a bone made up of? A bone is made up of water, protein, bone salts, and lipids. And you know what? I have some visuals for you guys. So we all drink water, right? Here's a water bottle to help you remember that water makes up 45% of our bones. Okay, and then for protein, do you guys eat granola bars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, granola bars are packed with protein, so you can remember that because of a granola bar. And it's 30% of protein makes up a bone. Next one, I have bone salts. So to represent my bone salts, I have some salt. We all like salt, right, on our fries? I know I do. So I have salt to represent our bone salts, and that is 15% of our bone. And then the last part is lipids. So lipids tend to be like natural oils, so I have an essential oil bottle to represent that, and that makes up 10% of lipids. So we have water, which is 45%, protein, which is 30%, bone salts, which is 15%, and lipids, which is 10%. So you guys will want to remember these, maybe write them down, because our next slide is going to be a little review. So how do bones help us and animals to function? Yeah, so bones give us structure, they give animals structure. What else?
They protect vital organs.
Yeah, they protect vital organs. There are a few more. Can someone give me one more? Yeah, who said that? Oh yeah, movement. Great job. They help us move. Okay, so how much water makes up a bone? What do you think?
45%.
Correct. And then last one, what percent of bone salts is made up of a bone?
15%.
15%. Correct. So we now know that bones help us move and give our body structure. They're also made up of bone salts, water, protein, and lipids. Okay, so now, you know, the fun part, terminology, terms, and definitions. This is where I want you guys to have your papers out and pencils, pens, and be sure to write down your terms and definitions because this will be useful for future tests and quizzes. So, oh, you guys also don't need to write down the full definition, just a quick summary, a few words of it. So the first one is our axle skeleton. This consists of bones in the head up to the trunk of an animal. Okay, we also have our appendicular skeleton. This is made up of the upper and lower extremities that might include our shoulder and pelvis in both the humans and animals. Okay, we also have our joints, which is the connection between bones that link together on animal skeletal system to function as a whole. So I have this bone up here, and this would be considered a joint right here. So it connects the two bones so that they can have movement. Awesome, and the last one is our ligaments. That connects the ends of bones together to create a joint, which is what we just went over. And then everyone give me a thumbs up when you have them all down. Awesome. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So we have a tendon. It's a rough and flexible band of fibrous tissue that connects the bone to our muscle, which we talked about a little before. Kind of makes me think of the gym, right? Bless you. We also have our compact bone, which is a very dense and hard bone on the outside that typically makes up the arms and legs of an animal. So I'm sure we've all heard the saying, hard as a rock. Rocks are actually made up of phosphides and calcium, which is what our bones are also made up of. So our bones are kind of as hard as a rock. We also have a spongy bone, which has a honeycomb structure and is found at the end of long bones. It's called a spongy bone because it kind of looks like a sponge. So, and I have that right in here. So I will bring this around while you guys are writing that down so that you can look at what a spongy bone looks like. Hi, Kevin. Can you soak up all that water? What do you think? Yeah. Okay, here's a spongy bone. Okay, and the last one is our long bones on the slide. These bones will be longer and wider and consist of a long shaft and bulky ends. So I feel like this is the typical bone you'll see, I don't know, in movies or like even in slideshows. We have those up here. So that's what a long bone is. On my examples here, this would be considered a long bone, and this is a long bone. Yeah. Okay, so those are all of the definitions. Thumbs up if you guys got that. Okay, awesome. Looks like everyone did. We have a few more slides. So there's also the short bones. These are the opposite of a long bone. These bones are rough and cube-shaped with vertical and horizontal dimensions. So these ones I feel like you usually find in your phalanges. They're also in these skeletons right here. So you can see the little blocks in between the long bones. Those would be short bones. They're a little square-like. There's also our flat bones that are made up of a spongy bone layer that we talked about before. And that is between two thin, compact bone layers. So it kind of just flattens them out, you know, flat bone. We also have a pneumatic bone, and these bones are hollow and made up of air. And then there's also the sesamoid bone. And this is a small bone that can be found inside a muscle or tendon near joint surfaces. And then thumbs up when you're done. Awesome. Okay, I see a few. I'll give a couple more seconds. Okay, perfect. And then I have one more, so we're almost done with terms and definitions. The last one is our irregular bones. These are bones that are shaped in odd structures and don't fit in the categories we just talked about. So it's not going to be a flat bone, it's not going to be a short bone, it's not going to be a long bone, and it's not going to be a sesamoid bone. So it's just irregular, doesn't fit in. Okay, so now I have a question for you guys. What is your favorite term? What was your favorite one out of all of them? What was it? Why was it irregular? Yeah, I like it. It is unique. What do you think, Mason?
Spongy bone.
Spongy bone? Yeah, I like that one too. What do we think over here?
I said ligaments.
Ligaments? Why?
It's fun to say.
It is. Yeah, I have to agree. What about in the back?
I was saying tendons.
Tendons?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think? The flat bone? Yeah. I think my favorite term was the joints. Okay, and now we're just going to review the terms really quickly. So I'm going to say the term, and then I want someone to tell me what the definition is. So, ligaments. What is the definition of a ligament? Yeah. Okay, can I get a compact bone? What was that? Yeah, it is. Dense and hard as a rock, right?
Yep.
Okay, what about short bones? What was that definition? Yeah, rough and cube shape.
Rough and cube shape.
Yeah, we kind of saw it up here in our little examples. And then last one, what is a sesamoid bone?
A small bone that can be found inside a muscle.
Yeah, awesome. Looks like you guys know your terms, and we are ready for the next part. Okay, so activity time. I think we all kind of like activities. So this is what your worksheet is going to look like, and I'm going to go ahead and hand these all out. So you're going to have a skeleton of a lamb. I have it on here for you guys. And then you're going to draw an arrow and then write what type of bone it is. And I promise there's a little key up here for you. So you can look up at the screen and then write it down, and then you'll want to keep this to study for later. Okay, so here's this for you. If you guys have any questions, just let me know as I'm handing them out. Yeah.
Appreciate it, Peach.
Yeah. you guys understand it well. Are there any bones in the picture you guys recognize? Phalange, femur, yeah.
The mandible?
What?
The mandible?
Yeah. That's a fun one to say. Mandible. Yeah. How's it going?
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Looks so good. What are bones in the lamb skeleton that you guys recognize to be like bones in our skeleton as well? Heaven? What? Yeah. What else? What else do we have?
The man.
The mandible. The femur, yeah.
Is that the cranium?
Yeah, we have the cranium and tibia. We have phalanges, our fingers and our toes.
We have hip joints.
Yeah. We have ribs.
Those are.
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay. And then the ribs protect those vital organs we were talking about, our heart and our lungs.
Our humor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have vertebrae. So.
We do have a vertebrae. That's pretty important, right? Kind of helps us stand. Yeah. And then what joints are up here? Yeah,
Shoulder joint?
there's the hip joint, shoulder joint,
Elbow
and I
joint?
think there's one more. What was that?
Elbow joint?
Yeah, and our elbow joint. Well, the lamb's elbow joint. We also have that though. Okay, how's our skeletons coming along?
Amazing.
Yeah? Anyone done or still working on it? You're done? Awesome. Done? Oh heaven, yours looks so good. Love it.
My vision is so bad. Yours is so bad.
Oh, these look so good.
Prescription.
How are we doing over here? Good. Awesome. Oh, yours looks really good. It looks so nice and organized. You guys are doing really good.
We're now figuring out learning.
Okay, so it's okay if you guys haven't finished yet. We'll continue this in in tomorrow's lesson. So this is just the skeletal system of a lamb, and now we are going to go ahead and do our ticket out. So I'm going to have 3 people mention one term we mentioned today. So can I get one person to mention a term today? What was the term?
Axoskeleton.
Yeah, we have the axoskeleton. Okay, I need 2 more terms. Mason?
Tendon.
Tendon, so axoskeleton, tendon,
Ligaments.
and our ligaments. Awesome. And then the second question we have, what is a bone we can find inside the skeleton of a lamb? So I would like 3 people to do this one as well. Back here.
Mandible.
Mandible,
Phalanges.
phalanges, and last one, Marisol?
Femur.
And femur. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like you guys really understood today's lesson, and I'm excited for tomorrow's. Class is dismissed.
Yeah.